I've also gotten a lot of questions. Hey, why is the media so focused on this as opposed to every other abduction, right? Or what about all the missing children who are out there? This case is entirely unique. First of all, Savannah Guthrie is a very well-liked for outward-facing journalist. She has gone on her social media multiple times to talk about this case. This is an 84-year-old who was taken from her home in the middle of the night, virtually without a trace, with very little to go on. We are now in day 12 of this investigation. So I know earlier today, Marky asked one of the experts that she had on Morning in America, you know, this glove was sitting out there for 12 days. What's the likelihood that you can actually glean DNA evidence from that glove, right? Great question, but they said there is a way to do this. Additionally, with that video, 10 days, you know, it took so long to get that video. They did not have a subscription, so they had to comb through everything. That video or whoever's coming in, it just, you know, takes the place of the old video. So they probably were searching through trash files of videos that had been discarded because she didn't pay for the subscription. So they're really doing a lot of work behind the scenes. What's interesting as well in this case is that we're not getting those constant updates anymore. The sheriff came out, he said things very quickly, then backtracked, and we're hearing very little from the FBI, Marni.
Jessica, to the point, and I have to make note of this, that, you know, why aren't other missing person cases covered? I mean, this one is high profile and it is unique because of all of the circumstances, but NewsNation for the last 5 years has covered a missing person case, and those are cases that don't often get enough media attention. We do one a week in our ongoing missing series. So I think every missing person is important and matters, and that's why we continue to make that a priority here. On the detained person, I want to get your thoughts on any information coming from police as to why they took that man into custody, what he has to do with anything, and why they then released him. Is he clear?
Yeah, great point. And no, he's not necessarily clear, but at this point, they didn't have enough to hold him, right? But something had to have led them to him. He's an hour away, Rio Rico, closer to the border. Had they seen his vehicle? Had he delivered? He says, I'm just a delivery person. Okay, but was he up here in this area? What led them to that man specifically? And they had to have enough information that they would, you know, were able to obtain a warrant and go into the house, and not just into the house, but busted the door down of the house. So clearly something led to them. But again, we're not hearing more about it. Okay, this isn't the person who's now been released, but did he give them some sort of information that we're not hearing at this point? Everything is being held incredibly close to the vest as this investigation continues. I'm so glad that you brought that up. Yes, you constantly highlight these people, or weekly, you know, that have gone missing. Marni, I'm curious, in your perspective, what makes this case so unique, aside from those other cases? You know, typically after a certain amount of time, people get pulled back to the jobs that they do daily. And I'm wondering, to you, how long do you think it will be that they will let this continue to go on before they have to say, all right, we've got to pull law enforcement in other areas? There are too many other stories to be working on here.
Well, I mean, I think this is a high priority because of the circumstances, because of the attention, because of Savannah Guthrie and her celebrity of it. But I will tell you, Jessica, that of all of the missing person cases that we've covered, and we're somewhere around 250 to date that we've focused on and featured in our series, every one of those families is still living a nightmare every single day, whether their person has been missing for a week, a month, 10 years, 20 years. We've covered cases where people are still missing 40 years later. They don't wake up from the nightmare that the Guthrie family is also living right now. They're now part of a group of people, the club that you don't want to be a part of, where a loved one goes missing. Law enforcement does turn the page. I think some of these cases, Gabby Petito was one, which is why we started our series. This one is another that gets a lot of media attention, and the focus remains until we have some answers. There was also some messiness at the beginning of this. When you talk about the crime scene itself, the fact that people were able to go up to the house, the pizza delivery guy, I think a lot of folks, especially true crime people who follow this stuff, are watching this investigation going, what was missed? What can we go back and look at? This is just, it doesn't add up.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.